Hello friend, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Sunil Kumar from Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Maharishi Dyanand University, Rohtak. In this module, we will learn about textile, that is important topic of hotel housekeeping. After completing this module, student will able to understand the concept of textile, general properties and characteristics of fibers, classification of fabric, method of fabric, constructions and textile designing. Okay, first of all, we will understand the textile. The word textile is derived from Latin word textiles, which means to weave. In a simple word, textile are those things or objects which are prepared by weaving in broader way. Textile refer to all kinds of fabric made by yarn or fabric. A fiber is a smallest unit of textile products, which is like a hair strand that has a very small diameters as compared to its length. A fiber is capable of being woven into a fabric. That's why it is the fundamental unit of the textile. In the making of fabric or yarn, fibers are broadly categorized into two parts. First part is staple fibers and second filaments fibers. Staple fibers that's identified by the smallest length, which the filament fibers are long and may match the length of yarn. Yarn are usually called as a threads. Yarn are made by twisting and spinning several fibers and blend then into one yarn or knitted together to make textile products. This whole process of making yarn by mixing and blending fibers are called spinning. A fibers is produced by interweaving several yarn. This process of interweaving or interlacing is called weaving. Different types of fabric can be produced by mixing different kinds of yarn and fibers with different characteristics. After weaving, the method of fabric constructions is followed, in which yarn is knitted is done. Mostly fabric are produced by woven yarn run lengthwise and crosswise to provide a durability and strength. The yarn which run through the length of the fabric are called wrap, and yarn and which run crosswise are called weft or filling yarn. The terms thread count is used to measure the number of yarn lengthwise and crosswise per unit of measurement fabric. To cover the loose end of the longitudinal yarn, weft or crosswise yarn are used, and this process is called selvage. The selvage is usually stronger and denser than the rest of weft yarn to provide strength and to prevent fabric unraveling. The fabric texture, durability, elasticity and appearance targetly depend on the produce of weaving, knitting and spinning. Textile play the important role in housekeeping department in a hotels. The housekeeping department handle the various types of linen like bed linen, bath linen, restaurant linen, health and spa, center linen, guest linen, employees uniform and other soft and furnishing. The all fabric product used in hotels are together called as linen. Nowadays, hotels fabric are blend of various fibers and pure linen is very less used only for napery. As handling of linen is responsible of housekeeping department, therefore housekeeping employees must have a basic knowledge of various fibers and fabric. And now we are discuss about the general properties of textile fiber. And if I concern about the textile fiber, the textile texture is play very important role, and in texture is the feel or sensation that is experienced when someone touch a surface. That sensation define the texture of fabric as a rough or smooth. Fabric which contain a more staple fibers are usually of the rough textures, and filament textures give a smooth touch. And second is the resilience. Resilient fibers means that when fiber is stretched or disshaped by the applying the force, or later when the force is released, it return to the original shape. The resilience may vary from fiber to fabric. These characteristics of the resilience help in a making of fabric wrinkles free. According to the degree of the resilience inherted in a fiber, wool is very rich in resilience property, while cotton has a very low resilience. And third is the lusters. Luster is a property which makes a fabric to reflect light from its surface. Synthetic fibers have a more lusters than the cellulose fibers, and it can be controlled during spinning process. And fourth one is static electricity. The frictions between two fabric generate an electric charge which is called static electricity. It can easily be seen when rubbing a two fabric. If the generated charge is not conducted away, it start to build up on a fabric surface, and when it come in a touch or a good conductor is produce a spark due to transfer of electric charge. This kind of energy is mostly felt in a hot and humid environment. Fifth one is crimp. This weaving of the twisting in a fibers is considered as a crimp. Thinner or finer the fibers and more creamy it would be. Crimp depend on the fibers, like merino wools has a 30 crimps per inch, while coarse wool has a lesser, यानी कि near about 2. This property of crimps give a elasticity to a fibers. Sixth is elasticity. Elasticity help a fabric in a retaining its original shape for a longer time. When a fibers is stretched and left, it come to its original shape immediately. We will identify the fibers through by feeling, by length, by lusters or by texture. These all are the way we can identify the fabric. Now we are discuss about the classifications of textile fibers. And first of all, in which I am talking about the history. Before 19th century, all fabric used for making textile product was obtained from natural resource, mostly from plants. Nowadays, many man-made fibers come into existence. The textile fibers are classified on the basis of source, length and content. यानी कि we can classify in these bases. Bases are, I am repeating again, source, length and content. And first one is source. Based on source, fibers can be classified in a two category on the basis of source. And first one is natural fibers and second one is man-made fibers. Natural fibers, if I am talking about natural fibers, are those which are obtained from nature. These are further classified into three categories. First one is vegetable, second one is animals and third one is minerals fibers. And if I am talking about vegetable fibers are derived from cell wall of the plants, and plants basic material is cellulose, which contain a carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Vegetable fibers have some common properties like high density, good conductor of heat, high absorbent. Some of the example of vegetable fibers are jute, cotton, ramins, extras. Animals fibers are obtained from animals. These fibers are rich in protein which contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogens. Resiliency of animal fibers is high, while these are bad conductor of heat. The minerals fibers are found in certain types of rock which help them to make fireproof fabric. These are resistance to acid and fireproof, which make them suitable to use in lab and industrial areas. And if I am talking about the man-made fibers, these types of fibers are not present in nature and are made artificially by man in a lab. Most of the artificial fibers are made with the help of petrochemicals substance. These fibers are strong and have a low absorption capacity. These fibers can be metallic or regenerated or mineral fibers. Metallic fibers are obtained from metals by mining and refining, and regenerated fibers are made from natural source and later converted into fibers form. For example, wood pulp is obtained from plant stem and converted into cellulose fiber. However, these fiber does not gain much popularity. On the other, minerals fibers are obtained from such materials like glass and grass phyllite. And if I am talking about on the basis of length of classifications, the fiber can be grouped into two categories. First one is staple fibers and second one is filament fibers. Staple fibers are shorter and give a rough finish to the fabric. Being small in the length, these are measured in centimeters and inches, except silk. All natural fibers have a shorter length and counted in a staple fibers. And if I am talking about filament fibers are long, and that's why it is measured in yard and meters. Silk is only natural fibers which is long enough to measure in meters or yard, and that's why counted in filament fibers except silk. All other fibers in this category are man-made fibers. And Third one is classifications on the basis of content, and on the basis of content we can divide the fibers in a three category. First one is cellulose fibers, second one is protein fibers, and third one is mineral fibers. Now we are discuss about characteristics of textile fibers. The characteristics of fibers vary from fiber to fabric. However, some naturals and man-made fibers shredded some common properties. Natural fibers, vegetable fibers are normally used in hotels. Mostly cotton and linen is used in hotel industry. Silk is used to give the luxurious look and feel. Due to high cost of productions, natural fibers are expensive as compared to man-made fibers. Maintenance of natural fibers is also high. For best results, natural fibers are mixed with man-made fibers. Characteristics of vegetables and animal fibers, and in these characteristics the vegetable origins are a stronger and crisp, and vegetable fibers are low in luster and dull in appearance and good in observation power, and sunlight does not damage except bleach, less damaged by the alkaline. These all are the characteristics of vegetable fibers. Or another is become strong after getting wet, acid weakness the fabric. And if I am talking about the animal origins, they are soft, very luster, wrinkle free and resilient, good observant, not safe from moth, not effect of mildew, damaged if exposed to sunlight for a long time, alkaline weakness, and fibers become weaker after getting wet. And now we are talking about the cotton, because cotton is a very important role in textile. Cotton is obtained from a plant, and that's why it is natural fibers. It is found while in its natural state, which staple size is 10 to 65 mm length, which makes a shortest in textile fibers. It is produced from the substance called cellulose. Cotton comprise around 50% of the shared in fibers, wood, and called king of fabric. Physical properties of cotton: it is found in the cellulose or tubular shape with a size of ½ inch to 2 inch long. The fibers is made up of cellulose, which contain of carbon, hydrogens, and oxygens. It gain its strength from the intricate structures, and 70% of crystalline structures give a strength but lose its resilience natures. Therefore, it get shrinkle easily. Water spread throughout the finer quickly, but observance power is much lesser as compared to wool or silk. Due to the hygroscopic nature, it does not charge by the static electricity. Thermal properties of cotton are unable to drape well and get wrinkle easily. It can be washed easily with water or detergent without damaging the fabric. In its nature states, it has no lustrous property and good heat conductor. The fibers does not shrink, but after producing cotton fibers, the end fabric tends to shrink if I am talking about chemical properties of cotton, the use of acid make the fabric weak, and if strong acid is used, it will destroy the fabric immediately. Therefore, after treating with mild acid, the fabric should be rinsed thoroughly with the clean water. It does not effect of bleaching. In normal condition, sunlight changes the color of the cotton fibers into sunlight yellow color if kept for a longer time due to the presence of the ultraviolet rays. The diluted and concentrated acid like sulfuric acid discolor the cotton fibers easily to dye the cotton fibers as compared to linen, but it is difficult as compared to wool and silk. If I am talking about the biological property of cotton, in which mildew bacteria damage the cotton fibers, it is safe to use from moth and bithless silver fish damage the fibers as it eat the cotton cellulose. And now I am talking about the silk. Silk, it is a soft, strong and lighter than the others natural fibers, but also expensive. It is a protein fibers. These are various types of silk like wild silk, waste silk or European silk, raw silk, extras. The wild silk is obtained from moths species other than Bombay morels. Waste milk is obtained by mixing silk spun yarn with wool or cotton. It is also called silk noil. Dupian silk is pursued by mixing of silk yarn of two different cocoons. Spun silk pursued by short fibers placed outside and inside edges of the cocoon. If I am talking about physical properties of silk, it is the strongest natural fibers. Smoothness of the silk help in reducing the tears and wear problem from the observations. Silk fibers have elasticity properties which vary from one silk to another's and very fine appearance. It is resilient in nature because it tend to retain its shape. Pure silk has a more resilience than other and excellent drapability. It is non-heat conductor and good observations power and easy to clean with mild soap, but dry cleaning is recommended. Normally shrinkage which can be undone with the ironing and prolonging exposure to light weakness silk. If I am talking about chemical properties of silk, it is less sensitive as compared to wool. Alkaline in a normal conditions does not affect the silk fibers, but cold concentrated solutions such as soda does affect the silk lightly. It does not damage the silk fabric, but medium concentrated hydrochloride acid dissolve the silk. It is easy to dye with acid dye. Strong bleach like sodium hydrochloride destroy the silk fabric, but mild bleach like hydrogen peroxide can be used with a caution. Silk is very expensive and luxurious fabric that can be used for making different garment or furnaces. The property of silk, like heat conductor and observations, make it suitable to make outfit of warm weather. And third one we are discuss about wool. Wool is considered to be the first fiber which was used to make fabric. It grow on sheep's skins known as keratin. The idea of making fabric from wool may be come from primitive man, as he used to wear the sheep skin to cover the body. There are many types of wool available according to source of wool, like merino wool, lamb wool, hogested wool, coati wool, feather wool, extras. And if I am talking about the physical properties of wool, the mild bleach like hydrogen peroxide can be used with a caution, but strong bleach such as sodium hydrochloride will damage the fabric. Wool is stronger than the silk in a dry conditions, but wet wool is about 25% of weaker as compared to silk. Wool is a poor conductor of heat and high resilient. Low heat has lesser or no effect, but strong heat weakness the wool fibers and may tend to lose the color. The wool fibers are wavy and resistant to shrinkage. It is the most hygroscopic fibers in the all, and it can absorb up to 50% of the weight and high elastic. If I am talking about the chemical properties of wool, the effect of diluted acid has a little effect, but not or concentrated acid damage the fibers or can dissolve the fibers. A strong sodium carbonate solution is not recommended for the wool fibers, but borax and ammonia have a no bad effect on a wool. Strong bleach agent like hydrochloride are not recommended for the wool. Whether controlled use of hydrogen peroxide is used for bleaching and stain removal. Moth can be damage the wool fibers easily, whereas mildew has a no impact on woolen garments. The majority of the wool fabric is used in making appeals and home furnishing, as it is resilient and poor conductor of heat. It is used for making winter garment. It can be blended with the other fibers for woven and knitted product. Polyester is the highly used with the wool fibers in blending. And fourth one is polyester fibers. The polyester fibers is a polymer which is produced from the carbonations of the coal, water, air, petroleum. Polyester, being a thermoplastic fibers, is a strong, durable. Care and cleaning of the polyester fibers is easy. It is mostly used for blending with other fibers, which increase the absorbency of the fabric. If I am talking about the physical properties of polyester, the polyester's fibers are generally round and uniform in a safe and sunlight of white colors and partially transparent. It has a average draping quality and good conductor of heat. It has a excellent in dimensionally stability and observation in among the least fibers. The fabric tend to shrink in wet conditions as much as 20% but regain shape after the ironing or heating treatment. Due to low observations and smooth finish, it is easy to washable with a hand or machine but hard to remove oil stain. Less elasticity as it is a hard to stretch or deshape the polyester fabric. High in resilient. If I am talking about the chemical properties of the polyester has a good resilience to alkaline but not concentrated the alkaline damage the fabric. Very less or not lose the strength from the perforations and blend well and easy with others fabric. High temperature of heat affect the fibers. That's why ironing must be done at a low temperatures on a polyester. And it is safe to use household bleach except not to concentrated acid like sulfuric acid. Polyesters can handle the minerals and organic acid. The most regular use of the polyesters is with woven fabric. The wool and polyesters blended the fabric is more attractive, strong and comfortable. It is retain its appearance for a longer periods. Polyesters fibers is also used in house furnishing, upholsters, fabrics, tents, ropes, pills, fabrics, extras. Now we are talking about rayon. Rayon is considered as a first man-made fibers which contain pure, reformed or regenerated cellulose. Therefore, rayon is also identified as a regenerated cellulose fibers. Rayon is also called artificial silk due to its rebalance with a natural silk in a soft handle feel and lusters. Its chemical properties are more like cottons. It is used in home furnishing, appeals and making others industrial product. Fabric conditions. Fabric, if I am talking about the fabric constructions, fabric can be produced or made from many ways as weaving, knitting, pleating, branding, bonding, tufting. If I am talking about weaving, it is widely used method to making fabric. In weaving, two or more set of yarn are interlocked in which lengthwise yarn are called wrap or breadthwise yarn are called weft. We can define weaving as process of interlacing wrap and weft to make a fabric. Strength of fabric depend on the fibers as well as types of weaves. Now I am talking about knitting. In this method, fabric is constructed by interlocking two or more yarn with needles. Most often, one thread is used to create loop for interlocking and another yarn is looped in it. The way loop are interlocking and carried determines patterns or shapes of the fabric. Knitting to form a pattern or give a shape, yarn are interlooped. Interlaced, knotted or twisted to make an open work fabric which usually followed a pattern. And now if I am talking about flatting, in this method fibers does not process to make yarn, instead they are directly converted into fabric. This method is very popular for the wool fabric, or they can easily too matched with one another's branding. This method is used to make narrow and stretchy fabrics in which the yarn are interlaced or interlocked lengthwise or diagonally. Bonding, branding fabric are pursued through chemicals, mechanicals, thermal process or with the combinations of these. For example, using the adhesive for bending is called adhesive bonding. Thermoplastic bond is made when thermoplastic fibers are bonded with heat. Bonded fabrics are cheaper as compared to woven or knitted fabrics. These fabrics are mostly used in disposable product. And if I am talking about tufting, in this method yarn are inserted into fabric surface which may be cut down later or left. If I am talking about the textile design, it is the essential process of creating the design for woven, knitting, printed fabrics or surface of ornaments of fabrics. Textile designers are involved with the productions of these designs, which are used sometimes rapidly in clothing and interior decor items. The field encompassed the actual pattern making while supervising the productions process. In the other words, textile design is the process from the raw material into finished product. Fibers, yarn and finished are the key of the elements to consider during the textile design procedure. And if I am talking about the designer, might be followed by a different method. In this method we can use the dyeing, printing, creating their different kind of the molds, and we can also use the direct printing, over printing, discharge printing and registered printing, block printing, roller printing, screen printing. These all are the printing used for textile designing, or it's created the finished product after designing. And in this module, if I am summarize my modules, the hotels use the textile in the varied place like soft furnishing, floor, walls, fabric and all linen used in hotels. Since housekeeping department is the responsible for all kind of the linen in a hotels, so housekeeping employees must have a basic knowledge of textile fibers and these general characteristics processing, and so you can improve your knowledge through textile in housekeeping department. In housekeeping department also handle the linen in a hotels, be in a guest clothing like a guest clothing, bath linen, bedroom linen, employees uniform or furnish and other department linen. This chapter gives the basic detail of the textile fibers, the classifications and characteristics of textile we are discussed in this chapter also. Some fibers are discussed like in details like cotton, silk, polyesters, extras. Fiber is considered as a smallest unit for the textile fabrics. A fibers is the then woven to make the yarn, and which the fundamental unit of the fabric. Later yarn is proceed to make a fabric. These various method of the making of fabrics from yarn like knitting, felting, bonding, tufting, these are all the method for making the fabric. As a fabric is a proceed of yarn, so that properties and the characteristics of the fabric are also determined by the types of fibers. The types of fibers also play a very big role for creating the different kind of the textile. Generally, most of the hotels prefer the blended fibers or fabric, and various fibers from their better performance, textile color, luster, drap or low price. These all are the variety of the textile. So we are discuss the textile, characteristics of textile, types of textile, how to play a very important role of fabric and fibers. So thank you so much.